All right. So let's start by just noticing how you feel right now. Uh, are you holding any tension in your body? Are you feeling okay emotionally? Are you just okay? Are you having a terrible day? Did a squirrel come in and bite you? It's a little bit of a joke from the conversation we were having before I started recording. Um, So just notice how you feel and then come into stillness to start. So just kind of close your eyes and just find your natural breathing rhythm here. Don't try to control it. Don't try to force anything. Just notice. Are you breathing quick and shallow? Are you breathing deep and slow? Is it kind of an erratic mixture of both? Take a couple more breaths. And so first off, if you don't know who I am, if this is your first time seeing one of these videos, I'm Ross Cessna from Spiritual Phoenix Studios, and I help people overcome unhelpful conditioning so they can live happier and healthier lives. My esoteric and occult studies have led me to some unique ways to help people on their journeys. One of the ways that I do that is by sharing the philosophical concept of tarot cards. Tarot offers a unique opportunity to reflect on how specific themes might be presenting themselves in your life. Recognizing these sometimes subtle patterns can give you distinct advantages in getting favorable outcomes and minimizing less favorable ones. After discussing the evening's philosophical concept, we'll begin a series of movements in preparation for a meditation. Regularly practicing this flow can lead to a beneficial state of awareness. We will end the evening with an open discussion, and this is not going to be recorded, the discussion. The discussion is after we stop recording, so if you want to join us sometime, check out the events page on spiritualphoenixstudios.com. Feel free to share where you are on your journey during that discussion period, what came up during the meditation, or anything else relevant. So, for tonight's topic, it is we're moving into the Three of Wands energy, or Sun in Aries, and that would be March 31st through April 10th. And this is really about stepping into a state of power and clarity with a creative pursuit. However, this is still a minor card, so we haven't fully recognized our potential, and we haven't really been tested yet. So this card can also represent awareness of your role in the world, or the creative drive that underlies a business or enterprise's growth, right? There's a lot of potential to harness here, but one of the things is not overstating your ability or not getting too ahead of yourself. And when we look at the ongoing energy that we had addressed last week, so from March 21st through June 20th, spring, the whole season of spring is really about new hope, new beginnings, a clear understanding of what actions we need to undertake to move forward. And then additionally, the month or the sign of Aries is represented by the Emperor or the Tower. This is the falling away of one old system of relating to the world and the reconstruction of another. So when we look at these energies together, it would lead us to these questions, I guess. Where have you been gaining a creative foothold? So in some aspect of your life, if you're developing and growing, you should be cultivating some new skills and hobbies and interests, right? Where are you gaining a new foothold? Where are you gaining more confidence in your ability or stability in something that you've been pursuing? Additionally, kind of what are some of the weak spots that you might be encountering? Now, if you remember, I had mentioned the concept of maybe overstating your ability? Where might you be kind of a little bit too cocky and need to check yourself? And the follow-up question to kind of where do you need to check yourself is, how can you further develop your skill, right? Checking yourself isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's having an honest conversation so you can say, if I invest more energy and time in developing this, I can likely have a better experience. And when we use tarot this way as a way of reflecting on our inner journey, we can leverage it to get those good outcomes that we want. So think about those questions in the coming days ahead. The main teaching here is it's good to feel confident in yourself. It's actually a necessity. Just don't be cocky and always look for where you can improve. So with that in mind, we are going to move on to our exercises. I'm going to switch the camera. And if I fall over when I get up, it's because my back is not recovered enough and I shouldn't be doing this, but we'll see. Okay, I'm good. So get yourself positioned, standing facing forward on your mat if you have one. If not, just kind of get your feet spread apart. I'm going to have to take this off because it is warm in here. And you're going to place your hands flat like this, rock forward, breathe out. Rock back, breathe in, toes up. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. It actually feels nice to get back into doing this. Since I started doing this on a daily basis, this is the longest break that I've taken. We're going to turn our hips wide now like this, and you're going to put one hand on the bottom, one hand on top. You're just going to find a nice, even rhythm with your breath. When you get to the end, you're going to rotate your hands around. Yeah, this is the longest break that I've taken since doing that, and like, I obviously needed to, but it feels really good to get back into it. I actually had to change my routine. And because I was not able to do this or the yoga, I started doing a second round of prayer and meditation in the evening. My new routine I actually enjoy a lot, so it's nice to have the change, but it's just interesting how that kind of developed. So for the next move, you're going to make a ball of energy. So just kind of hold your hands like this. And you're going to start by breathing out, rock forward, breathe out, rock back, toes up. Breathe in, rock back, toes up. Do it one more time. And the other thing that's kind of interesting about the not doing this for a couple of weeks is it falls right in line with the energy of the season and everything else going on. Close it out. Just realized I might not have been telling you to close the other ones out. I don't recall if I did or not. Closing it out just helps ground the energy that you're working with, because Tai Chi or Qigong is energy work. We're going to still make the same ball. start it out up top up here. You're going to breathe in, bring it down, breathe out, breathe in, close it out. If you were just to take one series of exercises or practices from this evening and do it in your daily life, even for a couple minutes a day, you would notice a profound difference, I'm certain. Close it out. We have another exercise with this ball of energy. We're going to start with it down at our knee. Breathe in. And out. Breathe in. And out. One more time. Close it out. And again. I'm also surprised that I'm able to do this because of how many pierogies I ate earlier. Like, I didn't think I'd have the energy. We're going to turn sideways like this. Put one hand down at the bottom, one hand on top. And we're just going to slowly move to the from side to side. I found out at some point when I lived out west too that not everywhere has pierogies. So if you don't know what a pierogi is and you're seeing this, it's like a little dough, like a little pastry, savory pastry that kind of has, this is not pastry, it's like a little, I don't know, you have to Google it. They're delicious though. Thinking about tasty, bloaty foods. Let me get back on track here. Face in front of your mat. Keep your hands flat like this, like there's kind of a wall in front of you. And you're going to push forward, breathe out. Pull back, breathe in. Same thing on the other side. Put 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. The same hand forward as the same foot. I don't know how to say that, but y'all get the idea. Anyhow, we're going to breathe in, toes up, push forward, breathe out. Same thing on the other side now. Close it out. Turn sideways like this, one hand flat, one hand in front of your face. And again, just find a nice even rhythm with your breath here. Go back the other direction. And then close it out. Come into tabletop pose if it's comfortable for you. As we move into these things here, don't do anything that isn't comfortable to you. Be gentle with yourself too. None of this is about forcing or pushing. So we're going to breathe in, drop your belly, lift your gaze. Breathe out, arch your back. Breathe in. And then come into a seated position. Take one of your feet in the same hand and just begin to rotate, kind of open and close it. Go back the other way now. And do the same thing on the other side. And this is honestly just to help relieve tension that we have stored up there. All of us store stress and tension in weird places. For me, for whatever reason, this is one of those areas, so I pay extra special attention to it. So let's take a moment before we go any further and notice kind of the benefit of what we've done so far. So just take note of how much more relaxed you might feel, how much calmer you may feel, whatever you feel. Take note of that, and then we'll move on to this next series of practices. So you're going to interlace your fingers like this. Put it behind your head, but not so you're pressing your head forward. There's no pressure there. It's just behind there. And you're going to breathe in and get to your right. It looks like my left. Come back up. Breathe out. Breathe in. Left. Breathe in. Breathe in. Breathe in. Breathe in. And take your arms down for a second and sit. Notice how much easier it is to breathe after doing that, and how much deeper your breath is. Interlace your fingers again and again. Put them behind your head, not putting pressure on the back of your head or neck. And you're going to breathe in and twist to the right. Breathe out, center. Breathe in, twist to the left. Breathe out, center. Breathe in, twist to the right. Breathe out, center. Breathe in, twist to the left. . Breathe out, center. Bring your arms down, set them on your lap again. And take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale out through your nose. And bring your chin down to your chest. Breathe in, lift your head up. Breathe out, head down. Breathe in, head up. Breathe out, head down. Breathe in, head up. Breathe out, head down. I lost count, so we'll do it one more time. Breathe in, head up. Breathe out and down. That's a good rule of thumb in this type of practice or in life in general. If you lost count of how many times you're doing something, do one more. That's a good precedent to set. Center your head and then breathe in and turn to whatever direction feels natural to you. I'm going to go right. Breathe out. Breathe out the whole exhale that it takes you to move your head to the other side. And then breathe in when you get to the other side. And breathe in. And one more breath in. Center. Now we're going to do some neck circles. So start going clockwise and just find a nice even pattern with your breathing here. And again, be gentle. Don't go quickly. Don't force anything. Don't hurt yourself. And now go back the other direction, counterclockwise. Okay, now we are going to do our eye movements. We don't realize how much strain we put on our eyes. These are great exercises to do. We're going to start by breathing in and looking up. Breathing out and looking down. Breathe in, look up. Breathe out, look down. Breathe in, look up. Breathe out, look down. Bring your eyes back to center. Breathe in, look right. Breathe out, move your eyes to the left. Breathe in, back to the right. Breathe out, back to the left. Breathe in, back to the right. Breathe out, back to the left. Now we'll do eye circles and start with looking up and then begin a clockwise motion. And you're going to do 3 rotations, just finding a nice even pattern with your breathing. And now go back the other way, counterclockwise. And if you had your eyes shut, I should have told you that to shut your eyes before we got started. human. Rub your palms together and put your hands over your eyes and just kind of feel the warmth of your hands on your eyes. Sit there for a second longer. Take a deep breath in. Remove your hands. Slowly open your eyes. And next we're going to stretch one of your legs out in front of you, whichever one you want to start with. I always try to start on my right side generally. Just lean into it. Be gentle. Don't push. Don't force. Just take some breaths, kind of stretching this out a little bit. That's the benefit of doing this on a regular basis. If we take time to do this daily or as often as we can, we don't have to overexert ourselves. Ooh, we got somebody that joined us. Let me mute them real quick. All right, there we go. Let me move this back up here too. All right. So now we're going to pull our leg back in like this, put the other one out in front, and just cradle it and gently rock. And do that a couple more times. Extend your forearm out, come down to where your arm is still, where your leg is still kind of supported in your elbow, and gently kind of rock in a circular motion. And you're trying to massage like your butt cheek basically, because we store a lot of stress in that area. If it's super tender, just be gentle. And do one more round each way. Come back up, and we'll do the other side. So just a heads up, we're doing this incredibly gentle, not forcing, not pushing, nothing like that. And just kind of gently lean in. Deep breaths here. This whole process is meant to be relaxing and soothing and nurturing, not an aggressive practice. And then extend the other leg back out for support. Bring this foot up, cradled, and again, just kind of rock back and forth with it a little bit. Loosening that up so before we kind of lean over here, it's a little bit more ready for it. Then extend your forearm again and just kind of find your motion and go to where it needs attention. Then bring your feet out in front of you. Go into this butterfly pose and just flap away. And with that done, for this next part, you can be sitting or lying down. I would suggest lie down if you can. That's what I'm going to do, but do whatever is comfortable. Additionally, you may want a blanket or a hoodie because it may be chilly. I just have to make sure I don't put my hoodie over the headphones. All right. So this is called progressive muscle relaxation technique. And we are going to start by breathing in and flexing our whatever leg you want to start with. And you're flexing, not so much lifting. Breathe out, set it down. Breathe in and flex. breathe out and down. Breathe in and flex. Breathe out and down. Now we'll do it on the other side. Breathe in and flex. And out and down. Breathe in and flex. And out and down. Breathe in and flex. And out and down. Now we're going to just tighten up your butt cheeks as we breathe in. Breathe out, relax. Breathe in and tighten. Breathe out, relax. Breathe in and tighten. Breathe out, relax. Now we're going to breathe in and flatten our stomach and pull it up and in. Breathe out, relax. And the motion is kind of like you're trying to put on a pair of jeans after Thanksgiving dinner and they don't fit, so you just got to suck your gut in. We'll do it one more time. Breathe in. Suck your gut in. Breathe out, relax. Now we are going to breathe in and flex our right arm. Make a fist as well. Breathe out, relax everything. Breathe in, make a fist. Breathe out, relax. Breathe in, make a fist. Breathe out, relax. Same thing on the left side now. Breathe in. Relax. Breathe in, make a fist. Breathe out, relax. Breathe in, make a fist. Breathe out, relax. Now we're up to our shoulders. Breathe in, scrunch your shoulders up around your neck. Breathe out, relax. Breathe in, scrunch your shoulders up around your neck. Breathe out, relax. And breathe in. Breathe out. Next, we're going to breathe in, scrunch our faces, and lift our heads. Breathe out, relax your face, bring your head back down gently. Breathe in, scrunch and lift. Breathe out, come back and relax. Breathe in, scrunch and lift. Breathe out, relax. And just kind of catch your breath here for a second, not controlling your breath, not doing anything. Just taking a second. Now we're going to move on to 4 rounds of box breathing. And how box breathing works, we're going to breathe in for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, breathe out for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds. And we're going to do that a whole cycle 4 times. So breathe in, hold, breathe out, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, breathe in, hold, breathe out, hold, breathe in, hold, breathe out, hold, breathe in, hold, breathe out, hold. Find a nice natural rhythm with your breath. And notice the furthest sound that you can hear outside of the room. Don't try to identify the sound or label the sound. Just bring it to awareness. Scan the noises around you for the furthest sound that you hear. Now, bring your awareness into the room that you're in and locate the furthest sound in the room that you're currently in. And again, just bring the sound to awareness. Don't try to label it or name it. Just bring it to awareness. Now bring your sense of hearing closer and just notice the sound of your breathing. Feel cool air coming in as you inhale. Feel warm air exiting your nostrils as you exhale. Feel the rise of your stomach as you inhale. Feel the fall of your chest as you exhale. And now we're going to do a body scan. I'm going to state the part of the body. You're going to repeat the name in your head and bring it to your awareness in your mind's eye. And then we will move on. And we will go quickly through this. So breathe in. Right hand thumb. First finger. Second finger. Third finger. Fourth finger. Palm. Forearm. Bicep. Shoulder. Side. Hip. Thigh. Kneecap. Calf. Ankle. Heel. Sole of the foot. Big toe. Second toe. third toe, fourth toe, little toe, the whole right side of the body, the whole right side of the body, left hand thumb, first finger, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, palm, wrist, forearm, bicep, shoulder, side, hip, thigh, kneecap, calf, ankle, heel, sole of the foot, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, little toe, the whole left side of the body, the whole left side of the body, right buttock, left buttock, lower back, middle back, upper back, right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade, back of the neck, back of the head, top of the head, forehead, right eye, left eye, nose, cheeks, lips, teeth, tongue, chin, neck, right collarbone, left collarbone, heart, upper abdomen, lower abdomen, the whole body. The whole body is relaxed. Again, just let yourself rest for a second. Find an even breathing pattern. Just natural and easy. And we are going to count down from 10 to 0. And we will count like this. 10, breathe in. Exhale, 10. 9, breathe in. Exhale, 9. Continue on like this to 0. 8. Now we're going to ask ourselves a set of questions. The first question we're going to ask ourselves is, what strengths do we notice in ourselves? What strengths have you been exhibiting lately? And sit there and review that with yourself for a couple breaths. What are your strengths? Just kind of enjoy your strengths a little bit longer. And we come to the next question. What are your weaknesses? What attitudes or actions or behaviors are holding you back? And again, sit and think about that for a little bit. Be honest, don't be afraid. Now I want you to think of just one of those weaknesses and make a commitment to yourself to just approach it a little bit differently tomorrow. You don't have to do it perfectly. Just make a commitment to approach it a little bit differently tomorrow. And we move on to the next question. What are your ambitions? What would you like to accomplish? What would you like to have in your life or do with your life? And think about that for a moment. Now I want you to think of one action that you can take to work towards that ambition, towards one ambition. Then we move on to needs. What do you need right now? What is the one thing that you could have that would make your life better or easier, or that would make things a little bit less challenging for you? Stop and think about it. What's the one thing you need? And before we move on, just think of what you can do to fulfill that need. What action can you take to fulfill that need for yourself? Now I want you to think of a person, preferably somebody that you might have somewhat of a challenge with, or somebody who's really struggling themselves. And just send them kind regard, send them loving kindness, send them good intentions. Visualize things going well for them being happy, them being healthy, maybe just being more at peace with their situation. Wish them the best. Now I want you to picture yourself receiving the best from somebody else.
What does it feel like to receive that same warm, loving kindness, that same kind regard? Now offer it to yourself as well. What does it feel like to give that to yourself? Not for any reason, just because you're intrinsically worthy of it. And lastly, as we come to a close, before we enter a period of silence and just enjoy this state, radiate gratitude out to yourself for showing up. Radiate gratitude to the universe or life for waking up today. And just radiate gratitude in general. Then we'll enjoy a couple moments of silence. If you're laying down, keep your eyes closed and extend your right arm out and gently roll onto your right side. Head resting on your right arm. Stay here just for a second. Place your left hand underneath your right elbow. If you can sit up with your eyes closed, please do so. Keep your eyes closed. Rub your palms together like we did earlier. Build up a little bit of warmth. Place your palms gently over your eyes. Sit like this for a couple of breaths. And slowly lower your hands. And slowly open your eyes. And we will now switch back to the other camera angle. And I hope that that was awesome for everybody. So for the people who are watching this after the fact, thanks for checking this out. Join us for our live sessions and the open discussion that takes place after we stop recording. Additionally, we have other events. Be sure to check out spiritualphoenixstudios.com/events. Thanks for checking it out. And for everybody else, let's get on with